So I've worked in the mining industry for over a decade now, and a question I always get asked is, how do I manage your night shifts when it comes to staying in the calorie deficit? Let me show you. Now, the problem really arises when it comes to your first night shift of the block, as a lot of us are pretty much awake for a 24-hour period there. Yes, you might get a little nap before you go in, but it's fuck all. So let's pretend you're going in for your Friday, Saturday, Sunday night shift, boom, boom, boom. And if you have allocated yourself 2,500 calories per day to stay in a calorie deficit, well, you've ran that all week. But the problem is, when it's the Friday, your awake window is so big, like I said, 24 hours, you tend to get really bloody hungry, and it makes it hard to stick to that 2,500 calories on that day. We really just want to look at the weekly total of calories, and that is 17,500 calories for the week. So that's really what we're trying to hit. What I want you to do for that first night shift of the block, allocate yourself some extra calories. So instead of the 2,500 calories, let's have 3,000 calories, so an extra 500. And that'll get you through the night so you aren't absolutely starving. The Saturday night, well, just go back to your 2,500, as your wake window should pretty well be back to normal. And that goes again for the Sunday, your last shift of the block. On the Monday, when you come off your block, you should really be coming straight home, going to bed Monday morning, and then you wake up around midday, 1 o'clock, and then you're going back to bed that night around 8 p.m. So your wake window that day is actually really short. So we're going to feed you a little bit less on that day. So instead of the 2,500 calories, we're going to knock you back to 2,000 calories. So essentially, all you have done is pulled 500 calories from your first day off your night shift block, as your wake window is so small, so you can eat a little bit less, and you're going to allocate that to your first night shift of the block because your wake window is so big, so you're going to be a bit more hungry on that day. Boom, that's it. Obviously, if you add everything up, it still equals the 17,500 calories for the week. Thank you. See you later.